running this game.
Jesus Christ. Anyways, hello and welcome to Fans and Series. Session 28.1. Today we're doing Emperor Seeking. So, first things first. How would you go and, well, go into the Seeking? Like, what would be your approach to do it?
Well, as I normally would, I will probably be in my room, and I will probably tinker around with something in there, just to cure my boredom, and I'll be like a hypnosis sort of thing, just tinkering.
No, perfect. Okay, I see like starter. I see like tinker. You you feel tired and well, your mind starts to drift. And as you do,
And I fall asleep.
well, indeed. And well, yeah, the sun greets you. You wake up in your little corner in the street.
And I slowly open my eyes, and it's just like, oh my. And I just hear like a small child's voice, and it's just like, what? And you look on the body, and you look at your hands, and you look at a glass or some form of reflection.
Yeah, you find like a broken piece of bottle and see your reflection in it. You're like a little kid, and well, as you like look around, you also see well, your friends. There's there's for example Tristan lying in the corner. You're not familiar with the form, but you just know it's Tristan.
Just
Indeed, and there's Vicious Love, and there's John, all lying nearby. Not in like a pile or anything, but each in their own corner. And you're not in your usual sites, in your usual spot where we're sleeping.
mm,
And well, the others are beginning to move as well, because the sun is up and things are getting warmer. Noticeably so.
hmm. Gosh, guys, that was had a very strange dream.
What's here? And well, Tristan asks, "What strange dream?"
I imagined myself bigger. For some reason, I was a lot more bolder. And I was wearing glasses for some reason.
What a silly
Oh,
dream! You always go on about that one. Come on, it's time. We're gonna need to get some breakfast. Uh, I think I heard that the bakery uh, down the street has some delivery ready for today. If you're fast enough, we can take it.
yeah, guys. Yeah, guys, let's get there. We let's get there quick before. What else is on today? Yeah, there's nothing really on today. Let's just get there.
Yay! And well, you go there and I should like steal steal some food as well, so some half forgotten memory comes up of you doing it like over and over, uh, basically forever, ever since you can remember. You you notice a man. He's a bit strangely clothed for this part of the street, but
I
but he has something that catches your eye. It's he's next to a woman and fitting some metal leg uh, there, with like some fixating it with leather and making making it you know hold there. And he tells her what she needs to do to keep it working, and eventually asks her to use it, stand on it. And she does. She's a bit shaky, but it seems to work. And he like wipes the sweat away and was like, all right, that one was a headache. All right, and he takes like some. He holds out his hand now for the payment. And well, she pays him, and yeah, he moves he moves to leave. What do you do?
Like any child, you'll probably glare and you probably think how cool it looks. You know?
I see. So you keep watching him essentially.
You know, watching with curiosity what he's actually doing. Because it seems like a bit oddity,
Indeed.
you know?
You've never seen anything like this. Yeah. And you have not even heard of something like that. And yeah, the man comes close and walks by you, and he looks at you for a second, and then tells you move out of the way, and well, starts walking down the street. He seems a bit slow since he has some luggage with him, uh, some tools and a backpack. And he is not the youngest. Not that he's an old man necessarily.
And you know what? Okay. I need to think now. He asked me to move. He asked me to get out of the way, sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that means I was pretty obvious. I'll probably, um, I'll probably, I'll probably be like, "What was that? What were you doing, sir?"
Doing. He like turns around. I I made her a new leg. She lost hers.
That I don't, I don't know. It may sound a bit strange, but that was quite fascinating to watch.
He like gives it the hint of a smile and straightens himself. Well, it's it's my craft. I invented it. I'm a tinkerer, you see. I invent all kinds of things. You see like a bit of pride in his eyes as he says this, which quickly diminishes and says, "Well, why do you care?"
Um, I don't know. It just kind of caught me off guard, and it's just I kind of stand still. It just kind of looked really useful, one may say.
Oh, it is. It is. He like, pulls out an arm out of his backpack and says, "See," and pulls some strings attached to it, and well, the fingers start moving. See, I'm trying to uh, I'm trying to well, do some good for other people if they can pay me, and well, being an inventor, I like to do well, do things nobody has done before. Of course, I know the people with the peg legs and hooks for hands, but I say that's all garbage, all of it. And he just put claps with the arm he has out at his normal hand. Well, I should put this away before you or your friends are going to steal it.
Yeah, I think it's probably best you hide away. I'm sorry if I didn't introduce myself. What's your name, sir?
I'm the Tinkerer.
Um, you can call me Hyde.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Hyde. Well,
Uh, before you go, would there be would it be it's hard to describe this question. Where could I see more of what your craft is doing by any chance, or where can I observe?
well, you can only really learn it from me. I think the next city over has also someone, but I only heard of him. Never met the guy,
Okay,
and I'm not telling my secrets to just anyone. I want a worthy apprentice, not not someone who has no idea what he's doing. I'm too old to to waste my time on someone who is only there for a few for a few days, and then realizes he has no idea. He doesn't know how to learn this.
that
Not every man has the same kind of talent.
that that is true. And could it might be a bit bold of me to ask, which could I have could if I show you what I could do, a device, as someone they call it. Can you check it out if you're interested? How long are you in town for?
I live here, and I live over in the in a merchant there in a merchant quarter. It's down that road for about for about half an hour until you see the great statue, and then to the left, right at the plaza. You'll see my home when you see it. And you realize what it is. It's
Okay,
quite obvious. And well, if you can't recognize it, then you probably aren't cut out for it.
and you just see like if you look in the eyes, it's like burning determination. Now that is a challenge.
He looks at your eyes and says, "Good luck on in your eyes. Time to back it up." And well, he leaves. And
And
yeah, well, as you like to do that, eventually your friends come and ask you where you've been. They are already eating.
oh, I was just talking to a man called the Tinkerer, and he was quite fascinating to watch with his crafts. Like he made a woman a pair of leg to help her to walk again. Not one of those crappy ones, but it looked really really good.
You're a
You
weird
know?
one. You know that.
Hey, hey.
And well, like Tristan just starts snickering, and well, eats her bread and starts playing. All right, time time to play catch and well, she just uh she just touches John and says you it and starts running away. And Wislav also starts running down the street. And well, John turns to you to catch you.
He's and after probably, after a few hours of playtime, I don't know why that comment kind of grilled at me, you're a weird one. Gotta show that bitch who's weird. But when everybody is, quite tired and all that, I will probably be like any professional orphan. I'm gonna look for the trash can, you see, because someone's trash is someone's potential treasure.
Indeed. What in particular are you looking for?
I want something. I want to show the best of what my younger self could do at the time, and I want to make like, all right, it's sort of like a how can I think really fucking like it's nothing advanced. So one of those like monkey think of metal. Imagine like, oh, I got it. Let me just send you here. Actually, well, that's actually a good thing I actually wanted to demonstrate. Well, there you are. Something to demonstrate.
All right. Okay, it takes you a bit because those are quite unusual components. But eventually, behind like a pretty rundown carpenter shop, you find some you find some well pieces of wood that would be appropriate, and well some broken tools as well. They're only like slightly broken, so you can still make use of them, but you have to be really careful to not hurt yourself.
Like any young person, I will try my best, but we all know what's gonna happen. A finger's gonna get cut, but hey, I could bandage that up.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I try my hardest to make a replica, like a simple,
All right.
cool toy, Like when you grind it, it's kind of like a moving.
Okay. Well, it's gonna take you a few days to do that, as you like experiment and well, you don't really know, don't really know that much
About
about
mechanic.
yeah mechanics and working materials and the like. Like most of it's basically
I'm,
guesswork.
yeah, I'm just guessing what I saw in there,
Hmm.
and what he told me, and it's just like I can still fucking do it. I can still fucking do it.
And eventually, you have like an epiphany on how those things work together, and well, you manage to make a primitive contraption, a bit more primitive than you had hoped for, but it's working.
Like, does it work when you turn the dial?
Yes, it's like pretty slow and clunky, but it does work.
Ah, okay, got the contraption working. That's cool. Well, let me close the door. Give me a sec. Okay, cool. The contraption is working, and I look at it. I look at it, and I think that is that is the best I can do. I better get ready. And also, someone's hosting you.
Oh, nice.
I just got that on my Twitch notification, so.
Oh, very good.
And I'd be like, okay, let's take it to the Tinkerer. Shall we?
Okay, you
Now, what?
take.
No, what? Now, where did he say he lived?
The description was pretty simple. You just have to go down the street for a while. It's just that it's not a part of town where you usually go, because the merchant quarters is a bit more wealthy than other parts of town, and the patrols there of the guards usually don't really like seeing street kids there. It kind of has the image of the neighborhood, you see.
Mm-hmm. So it's best to go through the alleyways or something to that equivalent and avoid the guards, the police. You know, if they don't like seeing orphans there.
Indeed. Indeed. You avoid avoid like the main street as much as you can, and try to go to like you know, the small paths behind the houses, and yeah, you manage to get to see the statue. It's even seen from like one of the backyards where you're standing, and that's probably it. Yeah, unless there's another bigger statue somewhere, which we don't think so.
You did say the biggest of statues, so
Well, he said big statue, but it's the first one you've seen, and
yeah, that's probably it.
all right. Well, you go to the statue, and well, there's a big plaza there, as promised. Currently, there aren't
Mm-hmm.
any guards around, so you're pretty lucky on that. But there's like a number of shops. One of them has has like a big arm over it. It looks like it looks very mechanical, like similar to what you have seen, but doesn't seem to be working. It's just some piece a piece of colored wood. But it has that feel that it as you that you had when you saw the arm.
Mm.
And well,
Um. Well, don't who fucking me. Okay, this is Twitch notification. Thank you. Did you describe a store window with the arm with a similar?
no, there's a store with like an arm at the front. Essentially, imagine it like a sign, but rather than text being there, it's just an arm. Like it looks like like a mechanical arm, but made out of wood instead.
I probably take a little glare through the window to see if that is the Tinker Maker behind her.
Well, you don't see anyone inside just yet, but what you do see is seen before your eyes. You do see a scene before your eyes. There's a bunch of mechanical things around, and it looks like someone is doing something really outlandish in there. It's not the most well kept place. And you think you smell like a bit of alcohol coming through like a crack in the window. What are that? Yeah. Doesn't look like your normal shop at all.
Hmm, that is very true. It doesn't look like a normal shop. Hmm. And when you look at normal shop, is there like a sort of desk or something to that?
No, none that you can see. There's like a bunch of tables on like the sides and stuff, but no like proper counter or anything. Yeah, just as like usual shop setup, there's like a window where people can peer inside, and like a door with a welcome sign on it.
Okay. I just I just walk near the welcome sign. They're just like, "Hello, is there one there?"
You know, first nothing happens, but then you hear some clanking and then some cursing. You recognize the voice of the strange man, of the tinkerer. He says, "So who's there?" And see like a head peek out and says, "Oh, you. So, did you did you do what you did you do what you wanted to
I
do?"
I kind of show I kind of show as sweet as as a sweet little as a kid you probably just show and be like, I kind of scavenge from materials from what I can see people don't really use, so and kind of use broken tools they found.
Hmm. He just takes it and goes to like a one of the tables and like it seems to be like some sort of workbench as far as you can tell. Takes out some tools and takes the entire thing apart within like a few seconds and says, "Interesting, a bit rough around the edges, but the principles work." And then he like reassembles it, pretty fast. Yeah, they have in a minute. It's basically the way back as before, maybe even better. And he hands it back
Hmm.
to you. All right, that seems passable. Maybe you can learn if you want to. Well, I have no proof that you can that you did it all on your own. That's why I want you to, well, show me what you can do. And he like points at like another workbench and says, there's a bunch of materials there. I want you to build an artificial leg. Most of the there's like a plan to do it. It's very simple. It doesn't have to be perfect at all. But I want you to show me how you do it. And he takes like a he gets a he gets like a he gets like a bottle of alcohol of some description. You're not sure what it is, but you can smell the alcohol and biting in your nose. And he starts drinking and says, "Go on."
Just yeah, when you're just like swift. Let's do this. Let's try and emulate the leg.
All right, you go to the you go there and like try to try to like try to start it working. Like the plant that's up there is well kind of obvious to you, but as you like you look around the table, you notice something. There's a distinct lack of hinges and other mobile parts.
Okay. That's gonna be fun to try and emulate on the first go. Am I right?
The Tinkerer just, fetches a chair, and sits on it and keeps drinking. And at some point, he then says, "If I pass out before you finish this, uh, I'm gonna throw you out after I'm done."
Okay, and this is when the Hyde kind of speeds, does the best he can, speeding the best he can, pushing himself to the limit. Tries to emulate the leg like any insane marine.
All right, you work on your work, and yeah, things don't seem to be working quite as well as you had imagined. It's it's just no use. You can't replicate this without some more knowledge. You see, look around.
Can
You Yeah.
is the person still awake by any chance? He hasn't fallen asleep, right?
Yeah, but he stopped looking at you. He's just drinking from time to time, and then staring at his walls. And sometimes even he gets up and gets like another bottle before he comes back.
Um, do you have any bookshelves or something to that around here so I can have a quick glance at?
Bookshelves, boy. Can you read?
No, but I'm good at looking at pictures and see what I'm missing.
Yeah, scratches his beard, sure, but don't make them dirty. And
I won't.
he hands you like a pair of gloves. They have like a weird feel to them. They're like very thin. They aren't like the usual gloves, and they also don't seem to let anything through. No air or anything. Like you're sure if you like put it into water, your hands would stay dry.
Huh, nice.
Where
Some.
those?
Okay. And he just wears the glove. And he just touches a book, related to subjects, and try and looks for the picture that he can try his best to quickly analyze with the little boy knowledge he's got.
Okay. Well, you look at the books on the bookshelf. None of them have like pictures on them, so you kind of have to make guesswork and just like open some of them. And
Okay.
most of them have a lot of have like a distinct lack of like pictures in it as well, not just on the outside. Some of
On
them
the inside.
some of them have some more advanced stuff. As you see here in one, some sort of like puppet thing, but bigger,
Hmm.
and
Okay.
it seems to be like human sized.
A human-sized book.
No, not but the illustration in the book, in like one of them. Like it,
Ah, that could be it. If it's human-sized illustration, from a non-educated boy's point of view, if it's a human size, it must be it must be right for the subject, right? Because we're making a human leg.
yeah. Unfortunately, most of them just seem to talk about inner like clockwork workings or some description. You've seen it from before when when they once opened up the big clock in a nearby church and did some repairs in there.
Okay.
Like, it seems to be very
And
similar to that, but much smaller.
and I probably, if I could probably put it next to the table whilst trying to emulate the leg, I would try and be like, and I probably speak so it works like a clock, similar to a clock with the clicking sound and the tinkering with the coils going this way and all of that. Just try and trying to say big words on the way, as you try to emulate it.
He like looks at you and says, "I'll be damned." And well, you try to like emulate it. It's again very rough, but you can make use of like some leftover pieces of wood and kind of some sort of like primitive, very primitive clockwork into it, and it just seems to work. There's just a few like cogs, basically, but it's enough to guarantee like some sort of movement at the very least. Like someone using that would probably have to, walk very very slowly, but it works.
And when you just put the tools on the table, it's like, I think I'm done, Tinkerer.
You see him look up from his sixth bottle. That's good. I'm almost done as well. It's time to see what you've done. And he walks towards the workbench, and he seems to be like he seems to be having trouble walking in a straight line. And he looks at it and takes it in his hands, and it's like, hmm, better than I thought. Good job on improvising. Most most apprentices I had, or that tried to become an apprentice rather, failed at that. They always try to follow the plans, as if there's like some holy scripture. What I want is innovation. And yes, congratulations.
Yay.
You can come and be my apprentice, and I will teach you what I know. And what you made today will look like child's play in no time, if you can learn. There's a
I will
room.
take.
There's a room downstairs. You can sleep in there. But I want you to be up every morning at 8. Is that understood?
As understood,
And
and I take on his offer.
yes, very very good. And well, you become his apprentice. A few days passes. You probably say goodbyes to your friends, at least for a while.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you do your duties, but you notice something. He's a bit of a heavy drinker, and like most of the work you do is basically housekeeping at this point.
Mm.
Like you're essentially stuck with cleaning stuff often, especially cleaning after his drunken escapades. And
I see.
Tinkerer doesn't seem to be doing much at all. He said he doesn't have time to waste, but on the other hand, he does like to waste a lot of time.
Fuck me, that was too much of fun. He's in the door. God damn it, get on. Oh, and I was cleaning his escapades. I probably wear the gloves and try and read some words one by one. And trying to like probably name all the tool, probably pick up a tool book and be like, hey, what are these tools used for? That.
Yeah, he like tells you, but he does it in a very, very basic way. You know, it's like you hold up like a tool, and he says saw, and you hold another tool, and it's like and he says scissors. You cut with that, but he doesn't tell you like how. He seems like mostly with in his own thoughts. Like the only times he's really working, like really willing to teach you anything, is when he's still like pretty sober.
Okay, okay. So I know, so I know when. I better know his patterns of shift. When I got big dick questions to ask, I ask him when he is sober.
Well, those don't usually last that long. Like
I better.
the amount of
I
questions you can ask doesn't seem to be very large, and sometimes you get the feeling that it's getting worse.
oh boy. Hmm. Hold on, my cat wants to go to another room. Okay, I'm back. So the escapade's only getting worse and worse, right?
Essentially,
God. Um, like any good like any good tinkerer and inventor, I probably take a look at one of his toys, you know,
hmm
and I'll be like, I'm gonna copy that, and I'm gonna try and make it better.
all right. Well, you as you try to do that, he's like, wait, that's mine. Ah, it's my job to teach you, and he like takes it away from you. And it's like, God damn it, kids
Oh,
these days, so impatient. He seems to be like in a not in the best mood as is he like he has already been like through 3 bottles already, and it's only 10 in the morning. At least at least if you counted the bell rings correctly.
oof. Mm-hmm. Now, the biggest question my character is asking, how can you afford all these fucking bottles?
Ah, that's the question.
Um, hmm. What else? Hmm.
A few more days pass, and you see the same pattern repeat before you. He's sober and actually willing to teach, but then quickly things deteriorate. It's like the alcohol is like keeping him back and bringing him out his worst qualities.
I will, when he is sober again, I will probably ask, does this, lap, does the, I'm just like, how can you afford all this booze?
I have a few wealthy customers. I don't have to do that much, but I have to admit, I'm a bit behind like a few things here and there. And you see, it like points to like some workbenches with some stuff on it that has dust on it.
Blow the dust off.
Oh, don't do that! And see like a giant wave of dust coming at both of you, and he starts coughing, and he as well. God damn it.
Oh, come on, Vidal, you know what's going on. Uh,
I will do it right after this bottle, I swear. And, you know, he sits down and starts drinking. And a second bottle, and a second bottle just appears in his hands. And he keeps drinking.
does the bottle appear? Oh.
No,
Just,
it just seems like seems to just appear.
I'm surprised you don't have a drink cabinet in there.
Well, from your work, you would know that there are bottles all stashed all over the place.
Ah, I see, I see.
It's
A
just
man
one.
of truth.
It's one of your duties to put to put them there.
Mm-hmm. You know, I'm just gonna find all the. That's the challenge. I'm gonna find all the places when he puts his bottles. You know.
Okay, you're gonna try to find all the place with the bottle. Sure, that's not hard. Heck, he's probably pointing out most of them already.
Mm.
And
There's probably some uber secret ones he keeps under.
well, like most of them seem to be like cheap booze, but some of it is the good stuff, stuff you usually don't touch. Especially around like the projects with like the with a lot of dust on them. They seem to have the good stuff, almost like he has in the past bought more expensive stuff, but now has switched over to cheaper drinks.
Cool. That is dusty. Is it still drinkable?
Well, you're just a kid, but you think alcohol doesn't go that bad quickly. Like it's you know it's not like beer or anything. It's more like closer to whiskey in out of game terms.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that in games. Like, just saying that must be diluted by now.
I just hear the master, the tinkerer, say, "Nah, it's fine. Uh, I almost forgot it's there, but that kind of stuff uh, doesn't really go bad. So I can just keep it wherever. It says drink like getting from drink from like another bottle. Actually, bring it over. It's a good stuff
I
from
carry it. I
from
bring
way
the bottle.
back.
You know, I'm just like, oh, I wonder what a little taste tastes.
Ah, so you're trying to drink from it.
I won't, you know, I'm not gonna drink outright, Rodolfo. You know, I just look at it, just like, I wonder what makes people so hooked on it. You know,
Hmm. So you take a sip then or something.
or is he offering me a sip?
Hmm. Not really. You would have to sneak one. He has been quite insistent that it's all his.
Okay, okay. If it's all his, I'll leave it because you don't. If he's drunk, he might go a bit violent with the whole.
Ooh. But
Um,
yeah, more time passes. Days turn into weeks. And
As the weeks continue, as the
yeah.
as the weeks continue, I'll probably ask. So I learned the basic tools. Um, what I learned the basic tools. What else am I supposed to be learning?
Like looks to be perplexed. And says, "Well, how to invent stuff? You know, like the leg. First, you're gonna learn how to assemble it, and then you're gonna then you're gonna learn to make it fine tuned, and eventually we're gonna go to like a few different projects until I think you're ready for your first own project, and when you're gonna learn how to draw plans yourself, and that kind of stuff. Also, I probably should start teaching you read and write soon, right after this bottle, I think. And he starts drinking.
Oh, God damn it, Homer. That's so true. I'll teach you in a minute. Let me just have this bottle.
And well, as per usual, one bottle turns into two, then three, and so on.
Um, and I'm just like, and you're supposed to teach me the steps. 'Cause I think you said after the first battle.
And he like gets up. Oh right. That's sorry. I forgot. I'm and he takes another sip, and he just falls down. And as he like lands in a bunch of like papers. And you just hear him snore.
And you know when you just like in animes where you just see like the dot 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 face. It's just like what why
And well, well, seems So, what's your plan? Eventually, night will come, and it's time for you to go to bed. But what's your plan for the next day?
um would he be up or would he still be knocked out?
No, despite all this, like he still wakes up pretty early.
So Tinkerer, you forgot to teach me the lesson because you kind of fell on the floor.
All right. Well, he like lists a bunch of tools and says, get those, and we're gonna use that to workbench over there. And
Mm.
he, you go, and he goes like another direction, and he grabs a bottle, and well, once he arrives at the table, you're there as well. You already see it's almost empty. All right, let's get started. And he like opens a cabinet nearby and takes out another bottle and starts drinking.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts explaining but his speech is starting to get slurred. You have to ask a few times what he actually said.
Mm-hmm. And he
And
just starts pointing.
yeah, yeah, he says like his speech becomes worse and worse as he keeps drinking, and eventually he just falls asleep, sitting right next to you. Your work not even halfway done.
What was the project we were supposed to be working on, Rodolma?
Well, basically just carving out some parts.
If we're carving out some parts, that's going to be pretty simple. I will probably wear the gloves, go to the bookshelf, lay the books next to where I am, and just look at a picture and look what sort of part I was supposed to craft and try to emulate it. With all the knowledge I'm absorbing from my master.
I see.
It- Cause,
Unfortunately, this is something you already have done before. It's pretty similar to like when you carved out the parts when with like with the first thing you did. Try to emulate things.
hmm,
So you're kind of stuck in doing the same stuff over and over.
hmm. So it's the same. So it's the same bit, and it's over and over. There must be a lesson he's trying to teach me in this drunken stupor. Because if I have to think, could I grab the pieces I worked on and line them up and like check.
Sure, you can. You line them up and check on them, but they kind of look all the same. Like it's basically mass production of like a part of like a cog of a specific size that has been empty for a while, and essentially just replenishing the supplies.
They just we just hmm. Okay. I think I know what to do tomorrow. I I I think I know what to do. I think I know what to do the next day. I think I'll help him concentrate on his work because I think that's the biggest obstacle at the moment.
All
Because
right.
there comes a time where there's a time when you can lay on your work and yeah, no, rent comes up and it's just like homelessness.
Well, next morning comes. He's getting up as per usual, and as are you. And he's still sober, and getting into his thing, into his workshop, ready for work.
And I'll probably ask him a question. It's just like, are you happy with your work?
Well, he just looks at you and asks, "What do you mean happy?"
No. You kind of seemed very down when you're kind of teaching and when you kind of get drinking.
He just says, "Well, how about you take a seat?"
I take a seat.
And he asks you, "Do you think I should change? Be honest."
Um, I feel I feel that you should focus on your work because when you see like work that needs to like catch up and dust is beginning to accumulate on the work, it's kind of it just kind of shows you know the how do I call it, the the spirit when they seem or the work ethic as they call it or the efficiency going down, and it kind of makes a lot of people miserable when it comes to it.
He like uh,
And
he like nods as you said that. Go on.
and it just seems like when you're teaching me and before you pass out, it just seems a lot is on your mind. It's just and it just seems that you are really concerned with your work, but also you just have to you have to find a way to cope, you know?
Hmm. He like looks at you and is silent for a minute, thinking. And well, he eventually just looks you right in the eyes and he puts an arm on your shoulder, but the arm is heavy, and it feels cold. It feels like metal, as you would be no, uh, as you would be familiar with. And once you look up uh, at it properly, he says, "Well done, well done, my soldier." And you see General Grievous, and as you like look at him, you see you feel like as a door in your mind is opening, and new knowledge and wisdom streams into you. You feel your ability to influence the world expand, and the possibilities are endless.
God, that's amazing, Radama. That's amazing, General Grievous.
It is it is time to leave this place behind and return. You've learned your lessons, and soon, very soon, we will be able to take our revenge on the Jedi. And with that, the entire thing starts to fade.
And I probably slowly, then I wake up and I was on the floor of my room, my glasses across it, and it's just like, holy shit, did I pass out? I better pick up my glasses. Yeah. Bendy? What the fuck was I doing?
Uh, and but Bendy comes up, hi, and he tells you, Mr. Hydeberry, I'm afraid you have passed out for
Oh,
approximately 7 hours and 30 minutes.
you know. That was a great sleep.
I imagine so. And
I've never felt any greater after that sleep, to tell you the truth, Bendy. And also, uh, between, can you report this to the commander, and I just tell them the details of the what happened during the mission? It's best to be truthful on the report.
oh, what are you telling specifically? Telling me like everything, including the spider stuff.
Uh, yes, because it's best. It's just, and I just tell Bendy, it's it's best not to interfere with operations, even if someone is even if a single individual may be in trouble. You can't affect the entire operation because of one man. And when she snuck on the board, she kind of nearly she didn't put us at threat, but we were not prepared for it.
Hmm. Perfect. Just gonna write that down. That's gonna have some interesting consequences. And well, I think,
Interesting promotional aspects, a promotional thing for me.
and well, certainly, certainly interesting. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, well, I think we're gonna go over to lessons now. Well, of course, first things first, actually. Congratulations on your ability to buy the fifth antidote.
Thank you, Radol. I feel so proud. I was waiting for this day. Oh my gosh! I'm not gonna lie, it felt honestly, it felt like a nice mission. The Tinkerer. It's just like, oh god damn it, Radoma, you cheeky fuck. You
Yeah,
know,
I kind of want to make him. I want to make you help him. Sort of like a deal of, you know, you can't do everything on your own.
uh, sadly, yeah, you can't really do that on your own. Uh, don't worry. Oh, yeah, it's 8 times 4 is 32 XP. So 35 minus 32 equals 3 XP left over. To write that shit down,
All right.
where the expenditure. Oh god.
And
Turns
yeah.
out Doctor joined the Jedi Order. It makes a lot of sense why.
Oof. That just might be your avatar being insane. But yeah. Well, I guess we should go and do in character and out of character thoughts after you've done, of course. No need to rush.
32 XP. The date is 09 slash 03 slash. I forgot to. 1, 2, 3. 128. Yeah, pretty good on XP expended. Oh, can't wait for Matter 5 Redoma. The base dancer who wants to be a bomb.
Everyone. So I'm gonna make you all out of antimatter. Wait, what? Kaboom, bitch.
I'll be the first one to test on myself with Doma because I'm based enough. If Domino is ballsy enough to shoot me, he's gonna come. He's gonna come out with me. If you're gonna die, at least take people like yourself out of this world. Make it a better place.
Damn it. Deadman switch. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, you die. What do you mean I die? I just shot him. Well, what about soak? There's no soak. It's antimatter. What antimatter? Yeah, I'm sorry, no, but no. It's over now. There's no huge piece of reality missing. Or rather matter, I suppose.
I've got to tell you the truth. The only person who I would anti-matter is me and Bacon. To be honest, like John and Cooper look like they will be shot at any moment.
I mean, they probably will. Knowing them. But yeah,
Mm,
in character, out of character thoughts, so we can stop the
wrap this
stream.
up. Outer character. Wow. I learned that, well, when you start drinking, like, I didn't get it until I didn't get it until he passed out on the table, and it's just like, yeah, his spirit's broken. That's when it's just like, oh, what is he trying to teach? Because there's some, there's sometimes, like, on the last bit, you sometimes have to be, like, a little bit obvious with it, and it was just like, ah, yeah, that was the obvious thing, got it. Got it. In character, try not to drink whilst researching. I better look for certain habits I have, and maybe decide if that's the reason why my research progress is the.
You know, it's, you just fall like in next time you boss, you just fall into like a drinking habit of something.
Yep, indeed. If I botch my alcohol soak roll, I'm an alcoholic, kids.
Oof. All right. Very good. It's time to say goodbye to the bots.
Goodbye, bots, and to the Joe Schmo who's hosting this.
Hmm. All right. Goodbye.